Chains by Boss. Chains by Boss is now the official sponsor of the Cowboy Up podcast. If you need your custom cowboy chains, you go to Chains by Boss. You can find them on any of your social media. You can find them on TikTok, Chains by Boss on TikTok. You can find them also on Instagram, Chains by Boss, and you can also find them on Facebook. Chains by Boss will deliver the hottest new cowboy chains for you, and we recognize them as our official Cowboy podcast sponsor. Thanks. And always, Dallas Cowboys for life. Peace. The Cowboy Up podcast would love to welcome Vosqueros Gang as our official sponsor of the Cowboy Up podcast. Vosqueros Game has all your custom stickers, your custom towels, your custom tumblers, anything you need to represent your team, such as those Dallas Cowboys or even those hated San Francisco 49ers. Vosqueros Gangs have you. You can find them on all social media, especially Instagram and TikTok. The Cowboy Up podcast welcomes Vosqueros Gang as our official sponsor of the show. As always, Dallas Cowboys for life. Peace.
I know that's a cliche, but we must win. We will win. Win is the name of the game.
Check it out.
From Stop 6, Texas, it's the big fella. It's Dallas Cowboy Chris. And from the 915, El Paso, Texas, it's 21, Armando 21. And from the capital city of Texas, Austin, the Hill Country, is our man, Retrofit Sports. It's Rue. And from the great state of Arizona, he's Mikey 520.
Stephen A. Smith will admit this team right here is legit, cause this is our year. This is our year. No wonder they be hating, cause this is our year. This is our year. This is our year. It's time to finish this fight, cause this is our year. The name of the game is win, we them Cowboys. First down, second down, we them Cowboys. Third down, touchdown, we them Cowboys. Everybody over here be some Cowboys. We be die hard, we be die hard, we be that blue.
What's up? What's up? What's up? Sorry, man. Y'all know what the day is. The day is Tuesday. Y'all know what happens on Tuesday. It's the Cowboy Up podcast. And man, I'm here with the homies. Man, to my right, to my left, to your left, to your right, to my right, to my left. Man, right there in the middle, man, from the 915, Cholo Town, El Paso, Texas. It's our long lost homie, 21, Armando 21. What up, 21?
They finally got that guy in the milk carton, bro. They finally got him, and I'm here, man. I'm here. We back. Been MIA. You know, got daddy duties kicking in. The wife who was out of town, so. But we here, man. Hey, good to see you, fellas. It's on and popping, man. We got a lot to talk about.
All right.
And just man, the FYI, I'm not tired.
and from the hill country of Texas, the capital city, Austin, it's our man, Retrofit Sports. It's Rue. Hook 'em. What's up, baby?
Shoot, boy, man. We got our boy back. That's a deal. I'm excited. I feel like I forgot what you look like, man. It's good to see you. And I mean, obviously,
4-5, man.
Yeah, man. Oh yeah. And then I mean, we got the heavy hitters with us too. So yeah, it's gonna be a good ass show. We got a lot to talk about. Talking about being tired.
A lot to talk about, man. And from the great state of Arizona, the player personnel director of the Cowboy Up podcast is our man, Piper AZ. What's up, Piper?
Yo, what's up, fellas?
Man, nothing much, man. And you know where he's from. He's from Texas, but he resides in a different state, and that state is Kansas. He's a rock top Jayhawk. All of a sudden, it's our man, Cowboy Corner. What's up, Mike?
What's going on, you guys? Thanks for having me. Thanks for sending the link, big fella.
Say, man, I always send the link. You just tend not to see the link, so that's why you think I don't send the link. I always send the link out to you, bro. You know, every time you ask me.
There's a lot of difference in that right there.
Yeah, I know, man. Let's get into this, man. Let's get into this. I don't know if y'all want to start with Tank first, or do y'all want to start with other free agents that the Cowboys have picked up and lost? Let's do this. I'm gonna ease into the show. I'm gonna get the Tank ass a little later because I'm a little fired up.
I like that.
Let's do this, man. Cooper Rush has left the Cowboys and signed with the Baltimore Ravens. That was unexpected just because of the offense that the Ravens run. You know, Cooper Rush is a pocket quarterback, and they go into a read option offense. I was like, well, how does that fit Cooper? But you know, he got a nice little. Was it a 1 year deal? Corner, was it 1 year?
2 years. I want to say 2 years. Yeah,
8 million. Was it something like that?
It was a lot. I think 12.4 million. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Cooper actually got a nice little chunk of change from the Ravens. We'll start with 21. Our long lost homie. What did you think, man, when Cooper Rush left the Cowboys for the hated Baltimore Ravens?
So big shout out Cooper Rush. Hey, you got to get your money, right? We always talked about getting that bag, right? So Cooper Rush got his bag. So big shout out to him. You know, it was kind of interesting to see that move, right? Because now it puts a lot of questions into place. What's the situation with us now? What's that backup going to look like? You know, I haven't heard anything in regards to the Trey Lance, so it opens up a lot of questions. I get you kind of wondering, but it's a good move for Cooper Rush, man. But again, you know, I'm like, okay, Lamar Jackson, Cooper Rush, not even close, right? So it kind of, you know, throws you off a little bit with that system, but he is a serviceable backup, right? We've seen it before. He can get you through some games, and the dude is serviceable. So shout out to Cooper Rush for getting your bag, because Jerry took a little chunk of it. So shout out to Cooper Rush.
Yeah. Hey, Rue, I know you had some things to say about Cooper at the end of the season, how Jerry treated him. But you know, hey, he's off to Baltimore right now, man. What did you think, man, when you heard about Cooper, the other Red Rocket for the Cowboys, man? What did you think about when he leaving, going to the Ravens?
It doesn't come to me as a surprise at all. After Jerry Jones literally dug in this man's pocket and took out his bonus, and didn't let him finish out that last game, or even the last. All he needed was like a half or like a quarter to play, and he moves on. He gets the bonus, and you know, job well done. Thanks for your service, being a lifelong Cowboy. But he didn't do that, and now he's with Baltimore, which by all accounts, apparently him and Lamar Jackson are like really close friends, which is crazy to me. I did not know that either. I heard it on a Sirius radio or what have you, but apparently Lamar Jackson's super cool with Cooper Rush. Like they're like buddies. So that was a shock to me, just because I don't even know how they would have. You know, we don't play Baltimore very often. I don't know how he just randomly ran into Lamar Jackson, but apparently those guys are very close. At the end of the day, what this leaves for me is we're obviously drafting a quarterback this year, because as far as you look, our quarterback room is Dak Prescott and Will Greer. Don't feel very great about that quarterback room right now as it sits by itself, which at the end of the day, we're expecting Dak Prescott to play a full season. At least we hope. You know, coming back from the injury. But at the end of the day, you know, everything points to them going after a quarterback in this draft, probably in the later rounds, but they're going to be taking a shot at somebody. But at the end of the day, Cooper Rush, congratulations. Well-deserved. Another year in the league, and I'm sure you'll be here for, you know, for more years to come. At the end of the day, very good, very serviceable backup, and anybody would be lucky to have it.
So you're saying you're not comfortable with Will Greer being your backup quarterback at this point?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. Okay.
I didn't even
All right.
know he was still on the roster.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
It's him and Will Greer. That is it. Because Trey's gone, which whatever, and obviously Coop is with the Ravens.
All right. So Kuiper, I know you get a chuckle every time you hear Cowboy move. So what was your laughter like when you heard about Cooper Rush going to the Ravens?
All I kept saying was run, Coop. Run as fast as you fucking can. Get your ass over to the Ravens because they'll treat you right. They'll give you that signing bonus if you earned it. They won't pull your ass out. So I'm happy for him, man. Get away from Jerry, dude. I bet you anything. There's so many players in that organization that would love to go to the Ravens. That would love to follow Cooper Rush.
Yeah.
So I'm happy for him.
All right. Cowboy Corner. Always with that different perspective, man. What did you think about Cooper Rush heading to Baltimore?
Cowboys lost their best backup. Cowboys lost their best quarterback of 2024 season, right? The best quarterback, because what Dak Prescott played before he got hurt was not the best. Cooper Rush crushed his stats, 1,800-yard quarterback, 12 touchdowns to only 5 interceptions with almost the same team that Dak Prescott was playing with. So, Cooper Rush leaving, it leaves you a big gap there at the second level of your quarterback roster. And, Cooper Rush, his journey, it's crazy how he started, where he's going now. 2-year, $12.2 million. Well earned every penny. Go make that paper. That's a max deal there, the 12.2 mil on that 2-year deal. But, no, the Cowboys lost their best quarterback of 2024.
Right. All right. And the Cowboys signed some people. Paris Campbell, former Eagle. I still don't understand that. Dakota Shipley, offensive tackle. I think he played with the Colts, I believe. Return of Dante Fowler Jr. with the Cowboys, and Miles Sanders agreed. Any other than Dante Fowler, I think everybody was on 1-year deals. So what do y'all think about Dante coming back? 21.
I like it, big fella. We know he had a good little season when he was with us 2 seasons ago. So definitely something that is welcome back, right? This man had a good season with Washington over there. They didn't pay him, we got him back, so definitely something good for the Cowboys, and he's been here in Dallas, so I'm excited for it.
Yeah. Rue, any of the signees other than Dante that you're interested in?
He's legitimately the biggest signing of the offseason, right? Dante Fowler is actually the biggest signing of our entire free agency. And I'm not going to beat on the organization for this. Right. And the only reason I'm not is because this free agency was not the sexiest free agency on the planet. It just wasn't. There's not a lot of these contracts that I'm seeing for a lot of these other players. Number one, we were never going to do that. Number two, I don't know how much of these are going to pan out, to be completely honest. Like, outside of Devontae Adams, who's the biggest signing from the offseason? Like, that's the only one that really pops me. Maybe Sam Darnold with Seattle, if you believe in Sam Darnold. But, like, there's not a lot of pop this year in free agency like there was last year. So I'm not really mad at these moves. I actually appreciate the fact that they have made moves, and they've made a lot of them. Paris Campbell for depth in the wide receiver room. We just picked up another tackle. You got another running back added to the roster. So, I definitely don't agree with the fact that you gave Javonte Williams a Legends number. But at the end of the day, at least they're picking up pieces. But with Dante Fowler, man, he's coming off the best season he's had in a long time. It might be arguably his career. I mean, double-digit sacks. It does raise a little bit of an eyebrow that Dan Quinn gave up on his guy or wasn't able to retain his guy, because by all accounts, I think we can all agree, that's his guy. So it is a little strange that they let him walk. But maybe they're trying to do some other things over there, and they do have some other pieces. So there is definitely a possibility that it just kind of was what it was, right? I don't know if Deron Payne is under contract or is awaiting one, or maybe renewing one. But that's somebody that's definitely going to be on their mind when it comes down to that time. But I appreciate the fact that they're doing things. They're taking some swings. They're taking some shots on some guys. A lot of these guys, there's some bad tape out there on some of them, but a lot of them just didn't really get a stretch or an opportunity. So maybe they come here and find new life. Maybe that star puts a vigor in their career.
Yeah, I was actually shocked that he got away from Washington. I really was, man. Yeah, I thought, since he was a Quinn boy, you know what I mean? He had actually a good season with the Commanders. I was really shocked that he came back to Dallas.
Was he their leading tackle?
That I don't know. I don't know yet.
I don't think he was.
No.
So
and
It's
and
not
just
like
to
they didn't have the
and
money,
just to clarify, Ronnie, I'm talking about free agent signing. Oso Digizua so far, yes, is our biggest internal signing. But
yeah,
I'm talking about free agency. He's the biggest free agent signing for us.
Yeah, that wasn't on the team last year.
Exactly.
All right. Kuiper, man, what you think about Dante?
I like the move for the pass rush specialist, but there's a reason why he left Dallas. He couldn't do shit in the run game. So that's what still puzzles me is there still hasn't been any addition whatsoever to help the run defense.
Right.
So it's sure you have somebody that can go opposite of Michael Parsons, but to me, you start Dante Fowler, you're still gonna have a terrible run defense, especially on the edges, because we all know Michael Parsons is not the best at all when it comes to the run game. So if you have two pass rush specialists, a pass rush specialist at DT, who the fuck is gonna stop the run?
I'd push back on that just a little bit, only because Dante's not like a liability against the run. We still don't know what we have in Sam Williams, and we've been picking up linebackers. We just traded for a linebacker from New England.
Those linebackers are gonna get pushed back though. Every single one of them is gonna get pushed back.
And we also need to address D-line in the draft. You weren't going to address D-line in free agency, not in the interior. Jonathan, and we got Solomon. I would have rather had Jonathan Allen, but at the end of the day, they got Solomon. They're going to get somebody in the draft by all accounts, and you're hoping that Mozzie Smith does something.
I don't know about that. Y'all know I'm the biggest.
I mean, Mozzie's still on this team, though. Like, it is just what it is, right?
Because he on that rookie deal. If he wasn't on that rookie deal, he
would have been gone.
And y'all know I'm a Michigan man, and it pains me to say that, but yeah, he wouldn't be here if he wasn't on that rookie deal. Corner, man, what you think about Fowler or any other of the free agents they picked up the last couple days?
I'm with Rue on this one. This one's the biggest. And, he has 20.5 sacks in the last 3 years. All 3 of those years notably are with Dan Quinn. When he's not with Dan Quinn, his numbers ain't as bright. So I want to see him in this Matt Eberflus system and see how that transitions here on this defense. Kuiper talks about our run defense, and Rue hit him with the linebackers. You have to acknowledge that. You got Maurice Luafau. That's going to step up. You just got Murray here on the trade from the Titans. You got Sandberg from the Broncos, who's actually a really good run-stopping linebacker. A lot of special teams in his resume, too. So you look at this. This wasn't going to fix the team. March doesn't fix your team. April does. And that's the draft. And it's not over with yet. And you still got training camp to go to, and you still got to evaluate these guys in the preseason. So this roster building is not over. As Stephen Jones would say, player acquisition is 365.
Well, hey, we got a special guest in the background. He's from the great state of Arizona. He used to be a co-host of the damn Cowboy podcast, but he's solo. He's Michael Jackson now. Let's welcome him from the Arizona, the 520. It's Mikey.
What's going on? Daylight savings is a tricky ass thing. You know what I'm saying? So
Arizona don't even have it.
I was on my phone and I'm like, oh shit.
Happened to me last week.
So needless to say, I skipped that shower.
Hold on. Welcome to your show, Mikey. Nice to see you again.
Nice to
Part-time
see
Mikey.
everybody. Nice to see everybody, man. Everybody needs to get their shine and do their takes uninterrupted. So I bet it's been a peaceful, I'll say 4 weeks without any interruptions. I hope that you've got them in because it's time.
But the interruptions are a part of the show. We don't know what to do when we can finish a sentence.
Right?
Hey, some guys take 3 back streets to get to the destination, and I get it.
Well, hey, Mikey, we were talking about free agents, right? Before you jumped on, okay? We were talking about Cooper Rush, number one, and then we were talking about Dante Fowler and any the other signings. Do you have an opinion on any of those the transactions last week with the Cowboys?
Well, I haven't been on, and I don't want to, of course, make up for lost time. A little bit I kind of do. I am applauding our front office. The signings that we have, we've gotten depth. We've gotten depth that on last year when we lost people like Dorrance Armstrong and Dante Fowler, we've made up for it. We've made deals to make our linebacker room better. What do we get? 7 first round picks. I know they didn't turn out to be first round picks, but they still got the attributes. They liked them when they were scouting them and looking at them. And I like what our front office has done. You could see the national pundits and then TikTok, Cowboy, social media beating up the Cowboys like they haven't done anything, and that's not the case at all. This is it's leaps and bounds far away from what happened last year, where we settled and the notion of all in had us thinking about mountainous grandeur where we didn't get it. And this time of course we want the big names, but there's the piece of the pie that we want to divvy up. But I am happy keeping Turpin was huge. Keeping Turpin, losing Rush, it's a big deal because how Cowboy Corner likes to always, has been adding lately that Dak has been the victim of his lower body injuries, and as older as he gets, we know Father Time is gonna mess with Dak, so we don't have that Cooper Rush security blanket to bail us out and get us out of games. So that is concerning, but at the same time, they're doing things, and I know it's great value, Chris, but sometimes that the company that makes the original, all it is a label, big dog. But I'm happy to see you guys again. I'm happy to be a part of the Cowboy Up podcast. Like I always say, if you like us, ring that bell, like us, subscribe, and tell your friends about us.
Hey, hold on. Why you point me out, Mikey? When it comes to great value, it's okay to buy the real thing sometime, bro. It's okay to buy the real thing. I like it's okay.
It's okay. Like if you've been to Aldi's, I don't know if you have an Aldi's. Like we don't have an Aldi's in Tucson, but when I lived in Indiana, there was this place called Aldi's. I don't know if you have them in Texas, but that place is fire. Like I'd rather buy an Aldi brat. If I'm gonna cook for a bunch of people, get a bunch of Aldi brats. They don't taste the difference. Just boil them in beer before you grill them.
Well, I feel good now because you put a shot across the big fella's bow. Welcome back. Welcome back home.
I missed y'all. I really did miss y'all. I really did miss y'all. There's a lot of things going on here. Prayer for my mama and her health. Like my prayer warriors.
Always, bro.
We had a little cancer scare, and
go ahead, Cowboy Corner.
There's a little bit of a change of a scenery here, so it's been a little thing, but I appreciate everybody, man.
Hey, for sure. I'll adding that to the prayer list. I promise, Mikey. So, hey, real quick, I'm getting word on the streets. I got a little bit of sources out there. I'm getting words on the street that the Cowboys are acing a deal with Micah Parsons. So within the neighborhood, of 5 years, $205 million.
Woo.
Good Lord, that's a lot of
But
money.
it's not done. It's not done. But it's $41 million a year is what it's looking like for Micah Parsons.
Wow.
Oh man. Oh man. That
So all
ain't
that
some
talk
clown
about you
ass
doesn't need to
shit.
be the highest paid was all bullshit.
Well, we knew that, Kuiper. Now, come
He
on.
has an
Come on,
agent.
bro. It's called
His agent
posturing.
didn't say that. He said it. His agent didn't. There's two different people negotiating.
Right. Well, hey, that's a nice little segue. We can get into the drama in Big D. I wish I had the old Dallas theme song. Dun, 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 dun.
Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah. All right, man. So we all know we lost DeMarcus Lawrence to the Seattle Seahawks, the Sea Chickens, the birds up north in the Northwest where it rains every day and the sun is
Fuck
in
them
your ass.
Seahawks.
Yeah.
Worst fan base I've ever met a front person. Worst fucking fan base ever.
DeMarcus left. DeMarcus had hard words for the Cowboys. And basically he said, now, Corner, is it okay if I share this video? Is that okay? Because I know you're sharing this live. I didn't.
Oh no! Let me unshare it real quick.
So I let me know when you're done so I can share it, and then we'll go back and reshare your. Okay.
All right, go ahead.
All right. Okay. So let me share this video with y'all, man. Share the screen. We're going here, and let's go here. Oh, hold on. Sorry, guys. I'm too quick on the draw. Let's go. Share screen. We're going here, and we're gonna share. All right, y'all ready? Here we go. All right.
He said this.
Dallas is my home. I made my home there. You know, my family lives there. You know, I'm forever going to be there. But, you know, I know for sure I'm not going to win a Super Bowl there. So, yeah. We here.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota.
So,
Hey, that message brought to you by Toyota.
so what did y'all think about when y'all first heard? Hold on, I gotta complete this. Let me complete this.
Yeah,
whole
complete it. You got to get the context.
Let me. No, I'm gonna complete the cycle this way. Hold on, let me complete the cycle this way. Let's share the screen and let's
Go ahead, Shannon.
You mentioned how you wish your team was here. What happened and why your team isn't here?
All honesty, I think the main thing is we was burned out, man. You know, long season, team dominantly healthy throughout the season. You know, the legs get tired, but also, you know, you got to give hats off to Green Bay, man. They came out with a great game plan. You know, rolling out towards Micah and then running away from me. I feel like, you know,
Pause it right there.
That's what they needed to, you know, get their game started, and they jumped on us fast. And
What about the
all right, Mike. Go ahead.
All right. So we've known there's been friction from this clip right here, and I remember pointing this out.
Yeah.
Of course, the tired legs, and we all rolled our eyes at that quick excuse. What the hell was he gonna say? And the wrong words came out of his mouth. But the next words that came out of his mouth were, "They ran to Michael's side and they ran away from me." Point back period. So right there said a lot of what was going on in that locker room. He took a shot at Micah Parsons a year ago.
Year and a half ago. It was 2 years.
A year and a half ago.
2 years. 2 years now.
A year ago. All that time right there. And I remember I isolated that because everybody was in uproar about the tired legs. And of course he gave credit to Green Bay for beating in our ass. But that second part, I don't think people made enough of it. And I told you guys, he blatantly took a shot at Micah. They ran at Micah, and they ran away from me. And we all know we got rolled on, we got ran on like the Boston Marathon, a bunch of Kenyan stomped all over us. So that's where it's referencing context to the next part of what we're gonna talk about.
All right, let's hear the rest of it. Hold on.
Adjustments. Yeah, adjustments, man. I feel like we went in the locker room and we came out, ready with our adjustments, but still didn't go the way that we planned it to go.
When you say you're retired in a long season, I mean, it's not like D-Law, you guys played like 18, 19 games, and the other team played 40 games. Everybody played the same number of games up until that point. And we've seen this over the last couple of years with you guys. Play really good in the regular season, and then in the playoffs, we don't see that same intensity. We don't see that same ferocity. We don't see that same offensive juggernaut and the defensive staple. What seems to happen once playoffs roll around?
Man, if I had the answers, shoot, we'll be in the Super Bowl right now.
All right. All right, I'm through sharing. That was the last video corner. All right, I want to get started because I was waiting all week for this shit. I was waiting. I was waiting. Okay, now last year, guys. Okay, remember Tank got hurt. Okay, Tank got hurt, and every week after Tank got hurt, Tank is coming back. Tank will be back this week. Tank will be back next week. Tank will be back next week. Tank will be back next week. Tank played 4 fucking games last season, right? So if he was so concerned about us making it to the Super Bowl, wouldn't you think he would have did his best to get back to get in the start lineup to help the defense that was struggling? Remember, Michael Parsons also missed, was it 4 or 5 games he missed? Okay. But Michael Parsons came back and was trying to make a push so we can try to get in the playoffs. Tank has disappeared, right? Okay. So Tank been bitter ever since Michael Parsons been there, because wasn't Tank averaging double-digit sacks before Michael Parsons got there? Now all of a sudden he barely get 5 a season, maybe. Okay. To me, the only thing you did for the Dallas Cowboys was gave the defense a nickname, the Hot Boys, and I hated that shit. So this is my thing. When you talk shit and you go and you leave and you go to another team that's not even better than the team you left, and you saying you knew you wasn't gonna win the Super Bowl in Dallas, how the fuck you didn't know? Why you didn't know? Because your ass wasn't on the field. That's number one. Quit talking shit and play fucking football. It irritated me. And then you go on national TV and admit that your punk ass was tired. You were tired. You know why you were tired? Because you was chasing the Green Bay running backs up and down the fucking field. That's why you were tired. It wasn't tired because you was out of shape. You was tired because they was punching your punk ass in the mouth. That's what you was tired of. So, Tank Lawrence, congratulations, man. Congratulations on your. I couldn't believe you got that much money for Seahawks. But from the big fella, I don't know about nobody else. Fuck you. Anyway, 21. What you got, 21?
Oh, man, look, man. Tank was a Cowboy, man. He was a good player, but I'll give him his flowers. He was that dude, man. He was that dude. But I think that once Micah got into the big D, it was a wrap for Tank, and I think that Tank saw it. I think he saw the leadership changing, and there was just we talked about it on the group chat. Was there beef? And I think we now know that there was, right. So for me, Tank with those comments about being tired and and Shannon Sharp brought it up. Everybody plays the same games. Everybody plays the same number of games. So what's different there? But Tank, just the way he went out, right? It was kind of another Cole Beasley type thing. Good player. We loved him while he was here, but just go out and get your money and go out and do your thing, right? You don't have to throw parting shots, right? That's what gets me. So at the end of the day, you're not with us, you're against us. So fuck them.
I know that's right. Rue. I hope I didn't go too hard on Tank, but Rue, what you think about Tank's pardon shots, man?
It's funny because I wouldn't have paid him half that. Because the fact of the matter is, he's been in this league for 10 seasons, 10 whole years. You know how many games he's played the last 3?
How many?
Why he got tired in 2023 makes a hell of a lot more sense now, because he's only played 34 games in the last 3 years. 9 and 22. His full season was in 23. No wonder he was tired. He hadn't played a full year in a year. He hadn't done that in a whole year. So yeah, I guess he was tired at the end of that run. And then of course last year he only played 7 games. Promised every week he was coming back, never showed back up. And there's no way in hell I'm paying him $20 million a year to do what he does. I'm sorry. He's 10 years in the league. Seattle, good luck. Have him. You can have him. And the fact is, he brought turmoil to this defense. It's pretty apparent now that the shots that he took across the bow at Micah Parsons, there's no way you couldn't take offense to it, because you basically blamed him for that. But you know what I remember? I remember the 2 losses against San Francisco where we get ran all over too. What were you doing then?
They were running to him.
Like, don't even go there, bro. Michael wasn't even here for the first one. Michael wasn't even here, bro. So I don't know what you're talking about. It was Tank. So you can take that shit with you. At the end of the day,
the first one, Michael was there.
And you know what? Green Bay ran whatever direction they freaking wanted, if we're going to be honest about it. Like, if we're going to be
serious, they
serious,
didn't run to Tank.
You're acting up. Quit. Get
they
off
didn't
this
run
man.
to Tank.
Get off this
they
man's
ran
stock.
straight
Go on and go to Washington.
They isolated
go put
Micah.
on
They
the
ran straight to Micah. That's what they did. All this DeMarcus Lawrence disrespect. I'm not going to take it.
Everywhere. They ran all over us everywhere. You can say whatever you want. You can make the pity party for DeMarcus Lawrence all day long. Go on and put on your 12 jersey, dog. Go on and put
back,
on
baby.
your jersey. You can have a whole rivalry with your son there.
I do got a stop back jersey. I'm gonna fit in it pretty soon.
Hey,
bottom line is, this man has been unavailable for the last 3 seasons. In the 1 year that he played a full season, he was tired when it really mattered. So that's not the kind of dude I want on this roster anyway. And the fact is, I've been saying that we weren't going to bring back D-Law for months.
Yeah, he was going to be a cap casualty.
This guy was going to be gone either way. And it's just funny to take the shot across the bow. It just shows what it really is.
All right, Mikey, I'm gonna leave you the last one. We gotta say the best for last.
You know what? He was an eroiding player. He was.
Mikey, remember I said I was gonna leave the best for last.
Sorry.
The one to you.
He done forgot.
I'm glad you back. I already do it. From the outside perspective, man,
I'm ready.
What you think about
SpongeBob up in this camp.
Honestly, Seattle, thank you for fucking picking him up, because he's just gonna get injured again, and he's not gonna fucking give you shit in the pass rush. He hasn't done that at all since he got the big contract with y'all. Since he signed that massive deal at the time, he hasn't done shit. And for him to just come out and talk shit to the one dude who has affected that defense better than anybody else, he completely changes the game for them, and he wants to talk shit to that guy. I get it. I get Michael Parsons is a fucking nuisance. I get he's a distraction with that fucking podcast. I get it, dude. But those are conversations you have in the locker room and in the locker room only. If you want to be a leader, if you want to be a true leader, you're a veteran. You are supposed to have that shit in the locker room. He just beat himself. That's all I could think of. He turned himself against the entire Dallas Cowboys organization.
All right, Mikey. Now go.
No, and you know what? I'm just fucking with y'all. You know what I mean? Because I was the biggest Tank Lawrence proponent. But the bang for the buck wasn't there. We knew it was coming to this date and time. It was going to be Zach Martin and D-Law. He didn't give us the bang for the buck. Of course, the inflation of the cap makes his contract smaller. But you got to give him credit, like Mondo did. There was a time where he was our best running our running stopper, whatever you could say, the semblance of that. He was never a big quarterback sack guy. He's not the war daddy that Jerry signed him to be. Nevertheless, the parting shots does change this immensely because he didn't say fuck Micah Parsons and fuck the defensive line. He said the Dallas Cowboys. So last time I checked, we all got stars on our heads. So you talking about me? You talking about me? So that's where he loses somebody like me that fought for him religiously. And you know, of course, like Mondo eloquently said, or Kuiper eloquently said, you know, Micah is a nuisance. He is a nuisance with his podcast. But more time passes, the more Michael Parsons is getting right. And I understand that completely, being a nuisance and at the end being fucking right. That's neither here nor there. But him taking that final shot was not necessary. And for him to say that, and then for everybody to come out of the woodwork, for Trayvon Diggs saying you can't progress with somebody hating on you, and then I just love what Demarion Overshown put. It's fucking Cowboys versus everybody apparently, and the snakes are out, and then the locker room just got young on him.
Yeah,
that's simple and plain. The new guard is there. Now we'll see the cleansing. This is the cleansing, the new guard, the new generation. If he going forward was the stick that didn't let them progress, and honestly, I think it is what it is. It is that. So he's the old guard on with the new, and you know what, Tank Lawrence, fuck yourself.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Look, man, I don't want to dwell on it too much. You know, I just feel like it was more of a slap in the face to us Cowboy fans too.
We were the stars.
Like Mikey said, man, we all cheer for Tank. You know, we were waiting on Tank all season to get back. And dude, he just said it so nonchalantly, like, man, you know, hey, I was just there for I'm here now. Like, you know, like he went to the Eagles or something. Man, oh my God, if he went to the Eagles, but I would have. Oh.
Eagles didn't want him.
He made it sound like he was going somewhere better than Dallas. Okay. And he's not. He's not going nowhere better than Dallas, man.
Well, and then by him doing that, it's so bad for his money. It's so, because he's going to have to be remembered as a Seahawk. He's going to be a Cowboy ultimately, and then leaving on that note fucks his ass up for fucking. Nobody wants a Tank fucking autograph now. Tired legs. Get the fuck out of here.
So, but yeah, man, the guy that irritated me, man, I couldn't wait to Tuesday. I was like, man, I'm gonna make a TikTok about it, but I only did the interviews, right? I only did the interviews because what I really wanted to say. I said tonight, man. But I am really glad that 21 and Mikey is back. Because we've been doing mock drafts here, guys, and we hadn't had y'all's input. You know, Rue and Kuiper has talked me out a lot of picks and shit, and I hate being on one side of the aisle. I said I need some more input in this. So I was wondering if you two fellas would like to do a mock draft.
Do it.
Yes, sir. Like, I'm on board. I got octopus coming out of my ears with this draft.
So I'm gonna bring it up, and then Kuiper, I want you to help me with the settings, okay? Because I want to make sure I do the settings right. Give me a second.
See, we're not gonna do it like last year where we just did it one time. You know, doing every day until we go to the drath. Every episode.
Hey, this is Kuiper season, homie. Kuiper season. Well, this is
hey, man, don't be trying to limit me in my time.
Yeah. Hey, he's a full-time employee here.
You know how Joe Rogan only comes in for the big fights? You know?
He's a full-time. Cape, I don't know if you can see this. Do I need to make any adjustments? Man? Speed. Well, I know the speed, but anything here at advanced settings?
You can push draft for needs a little more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then because the roster is made, and you'll probably get more of an accurate draft for needs now.
Put
Ain't that
care for
right?
positional
21.
value. What one more?
Pick the
One-
Cardinals.
Yeah. Okay. And what you say? Care for what?
Care for positional value. Put it up one more.
One more. All right. Okay.
Yeah, that should be
All
good.
right. And then we're gonna go. We're gonna speed. We're gonna go speed here. Oh, it's right there. Okay. Oh, forgot the Cardinals. How many rounds y'all want to do? We'll do 3 since it's 5 of us. You want to do 3?
It works.
Sure.
All right. We'll do 3. Let's enter the damn draft. And here we go. Let's see. Oh, and I want to make sure. Let's do. So, do y'all like this angle or do you want this angle? Which angle do you want?
I like that one.
This
You
is
like
good.
this one?
As
Okay.
long as they say who's we have who's best available right there to look
Yeah,
at.
well, yeah, I can show once I started, you'll be able to see it. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's enter the draft. All right. First off the board, Cam Ward, Travis Hunter, Carter, Campbell, tackle, Mason Graham, Genty went to 7. All right. Oh, Cowboys on the clock. So I'm on. Let's go back and let's see who all's gone. All right. Cam Ward is gone. Travis Hunter is gone. Abdul Carter is gone. Campbell is gone. The tackle is gone. Graham is gone. Genty is gone. McMillan is gone. Stewart, the defensive end, is gone. The big tight end from Penn State, love him. He's gone. Campbell from Alabama is gone, and we are on the clock. And this is who we got. Best availables. We got Barron, the cornerback from Texas. We got Stark, the safety from Georgia. We got Pierce, the defensive end from Tennessee. We got Green, the rush end from Marshall. We got the great Will Johnson from the
Will
University
Johnson.
of Michigan. We got wide receiver Burton the third, Missouri. We got the edge rusher from, I can't pronounce his name, Donovan Zeke. We'll just say Zeke. And we got the great defensive tackle Kenneth Grant from the University of Michigan. We're at 12. Anybody at this list, does any of these guys tickle your fancy right now? We'll start with Mikey first because he missed the draft.
So we lost a Michigan corner, and I know Will was hurt a lot last year, and that's his thing, his stigma for being hurt. But for the most part, that kid's dynamic, and he's the best corner, I think, in the draft. And what better for the best at the position of need that we need? I would take Will. I would take Will Johnson. So that's my pick. I'm sorry to interrupt and anything. Your live on YouTube has caught off. It's not on YouTube live right now. Just say.
My live on you?
Yeah, the live on YouTube.
Oh, it's still showing that it's going. Okay.
Oh,
Well, don't
okay.
worry.
So mine's cut
Okay.
off. So, yeah.
Yeah. All
I'll
right.
Will Johnson.
Will
Or
Johnson.
we could trade with somebody and fall back and get. But I think Will Johnson at this spot.
Okay. 21. Any of the players here tickle your fancy?
No, not really. Scroll up, big fella.
Take Will Johnson.
For me,
we do have a possibility to trade back if you like.
Yeah, I think right here we would trade back. I don't really see nobody kind of sticks out.
Okay. Kuiper, what you think here?
I really do think that the best available right now is Will Johnson. And I honestly, I could see this happening in the draft and when it comes down because he got injured last season, and right now he's dealing with a hamstring. I like to think that Will Johnson falling like this right now is pretty much the exact situation Christian Gonzalez was having in the draft when he fell all the way down to 16 to the Patriots.
Yeah.
But to me, Will Johnson, man.
Will Johnson. Okay.
Hey,
Rue.
if I pick Will Johnson, you pick Will Johnson. You my kid.
Rue, what do you think about a trade back 2 spots and then pick Will? Or do you see somebody on this list that you won't like right now?
I'm honestly, if we're going corner with this pick, I'm not taking Will Johnson. I'm taking Jahdae Barron all day, every day. Jahdae Barron is a very versatile player. Call it biased or whatever you want. Will Johnson is a hurt player.
Yeah.
I don't want a project at my first pick in the draft.
He's not a
Absolutely.
project, though.
He's an absolute project if he's coming off a serious injury that cost him an entire year.
But the year before, he was dynamic.
He wasn't hurt the whole
Yeah, at
year.
the end of the day, this is the NFL.
He was a hurt.
If I'm going for a guy, at corner, there's a reason that Jahdae's at 7 and Will's at in the mid-teens. There's a reason for that because Jahdae Barron can play everywhere. Jahdae Barron can play safety, can play corner, can play nickel, can play inside, can play outside. That dude is a completely different, very versatile player. If we're going to go corner, me in this spot, I like my corners. If I'm being totally honest, I like Trayvon Diggs. I like Deron Bland. I'm not opposed to adding depth to that spot. And we don't know what's going to happen with Trayvon.
Yeah,
he might get traded. We don't. There has been murmurs. There has been rumors.
He's not going to be available until like half the season.
And he's not going to be available coming off the injury. But ultimately, if we're going corner, I'm going Jahdae Barron. My favorite in this spot would be to trade back. I would like to trade back, and honestly, I'd go back down to like 18 if I was going anywhere.
Banks.
No, and it's not even for Banks. I'm going to surprise you with this.
All right. We got 6 trade offers. Okay. This is the first one, the Cardinals. All right. And Detroit wants our pick. Buffalo wants our pick. And these are second rounders. So I'm not going past 16 if we're going to trade this. So I don't want to get in the 20s. I want the 16. So are y'all interested in trading with the Cardinals?
But there's a lot more than just 16 we're looking at. We're giving up some pieces in the back end of this draft. We're getting up 76, 78.
No, we can ask for.
We got that's what. Okay, never mind.
Yeah,
then if we're doing that, because like, what's the next one?
The next one.
How far back can you go?
Detroit 28.
Then the next one's Detroit. Okay, you can't go that far. Then I would go 12 for 16 and see if you can get a second, maybe even a third.
All right, so
yeah, we try to jack these fools.
I know, man.
Of course,
7th rounder.
Of course, I'm trying to jack these fools.
It's the Cardinals.
And if you're going back to 16, what are you waiting for? Because if anything, like I said, I would want that tackle.
You add a third rounder. I don't hate that.
So we want the Cardinals 16th pick and their 3rd round pick, the 78 pick.
That sounds rich. That's rich.
Would you do that?
For a third,
you know what? This is a perfect scenario. Because yes,
give me a 5th rounder back.
Nope.
No. Hell no.
They accepted the trade.
Of course they did. It was like bright green.
So hold on, let's go back. Oh, I don't need that anymore. We've already done it. I don't know why I did that. Fuck. Hold on. Sorry.
Oh no, but you're on the clock.
Oh yeah, you on the clock, Kuiper.
Yeah, he's literally on the clock.
Yeah.
So
I'll take Will Johnson.
I'm about to say, go ahead and take your guy. Go ahead and take your guy.
I'm not gonna take Will Johnson because we don't need corner. Give me Mike Green.
Says you need
that
it
is
right
my
there.
favorite fucking player in the draft. They delusional, man. We took 2 corners in last year's draft, and we have a fucking superstar slot corner.
All right.
Oh, draft a player. Okay, so you want who?
Mike Green.
Mike Green. That is
Oh,
my
Mike.
favorite player in the entire draft.
All right. Mike Green's off the board. There go Wills. And there go both of the corners off the board.
Yeah.
Both corners went back to back. All right. Cowboys on the clock at 16, guys. So we got a safety on the board, a rush.
Let's take Luther Burden.
We got Luther, wide receiver. Got an edge. We got a defensive tackle, Grant from Michigan. We got an offensive tackle, Simmons from the punk-ass, trick-ass, hoe-ass Ohio State Buckeyes. We got Ibuka from the punk-ass, trick-ass, hoe-ass, punk-ass Ohio State Buckeyes. And we got Calvin Banks, tackle from Texas. We'll start with you, Mikey.
Now, Luther Burden's looking tasty, bro. We need that compliment to CD Lamb. We need that explosiveness. We need to make that room solidified.
Okay.
At the same time, I want power with my uglies. I like that Simmons. Simmons is a dog. Banks is a dog. And Kenneth Grant, you tell me about Kenneth Grant. It convinced me, big dog.
The best nose tackle in the draft. For damn sure.
He's a one tech, okay? He is what Mozzie should have been in the NFL. Put it like this. Kenneth Grant and Graham basically beat Ohio State by themselves. Those two players beat Ohio State. Two players, okay? They tried to run at the belly of the beast, and they ate their ass alive every time they came up in that hole, okay? So he is a monster in the middle. I think he would be a great compliment to Osa Odighizuwa to free up Osa. Okay, that's my opinion.
Solomon Thomas as well.
Solomon Thomas. So that's Kenneth Grant to me. Okay, so we'll go to 21. 21. Who do you think, though?
I'm excited.
I like that wide receiver, the Luther Burden. You know, we do need that. If anything, I'm taking the wide receiver. I'm going wide receiver first round.
I like how you're thinking.
All right, Rue, who would you take?
I like wide receiver in this round, but I'm not on Luther Burden.
I like Golden, bro.
Luther Burden's only 5'9". Like Luther Burden, or I think maybe 5'10". He's not a very big guy, but he is 205, or 208, 5'11", 208. He's under 6 feet. He's under 6 foot. He's 208. He's averaging about 12.8 yards per catch. But I'll tell you what, after watching Matthew Golden run a 4.29 40, averaging 15.2 yards per catch, which is higher than pretty much any other top four wide receiver right now, might even be more than Tetaroa on yards per catch. But
Tetaroa had like fucking 5 guys on him.
Well, yeah, I mean, the fact of the matter is, if Tetaroa was sitting there at 12, I can't say
fuck
no.
Yes.
The man's 6'5". He's a force to be reckoned with. If I'm sitting at 12 and I'm looking at Tetaroa, it's not even a conversation. But Matthew Golden, I would have traded maybe further back and been all on board with Matthew Golden. But I don't hate the interior defensive lineman in this spot. The man's 6'3". He's 323. He's only 21 years old. And, we've had bad luck with these Michigan players coming into the NFL playing that spot. But, dude, this kid's measurables are freaking sexy.
Did you say he's 21 years old?
He's 21. He's
21
years old in 3 months. And I'm telling you, he lines up 50-50. I mean, well, not 50-50, but, he lines up in the A gap. You see him mostly in the B gap, but that's probably because of scheme, how they play in Michigan. But I'm telling you right now, it's hard for me to say no to an interior defensive lineman in this spot, even though there's guys that I like in later rounds to play this position. If the big fella's sold on Kenneth Grant, I'm sold on Kenneth Grant.
I second that.
Look at the performance against Ohio State.
Ohio's exactly the national champions who tried their best to run at him.
And that O line is no punk. That O line is a good ass O line at Ohio State. It's hard for me to say no and give up the trenches when I got a guy of that caliber sitting there at 16. You know, we're not even at 12. It is 16 now. I mean, it's hard for me to say no. But if we were further back, I love Matthew Golden in this spot. He's got sure hands. He's a clutch receiver. I don't know how many game-winning catches he has for Texas. And I'm telling you, we don't get past Arizona State without Matthew Golden.
No, it
doesn't
Golden
happen
as well. I like him a lot.
All
Hey,
right.
corner.
Who you got, baby? Who you think?
Well, I don't know why we're looking at Michigan linemen. I don't know how
Of course.
how we didn't learn a lesson.
Shots fired.
But I'm
The
looking
big
at,
fella gone.
I mean, what is this supposed to be? Third time's a charm? I mean, good Lord, what are we betting here? We're betting 1,000? What are we doing?
Hey, Taco Charlie don't count.
Luther Burden is my guy. He's 6 foot, Rue. He ain't 5'11. He ain't 5'10. He ain't
And
5'1.
PFF is
Whatever
wrong.
you try to
He's
say.
5'11. He's 5'11.
He's 6 foot.
He's
All right.
5'11.
He's 6 foot.
He's 5'11.
And the guy is fast. He ran a 4.41. His hands are probably the best hands in this draft outside of McMillan. Yes, he is, Kuiper. Don't be shaking your head over there.
No,
his
Jack,
short
I would
receiving-
take Jack Beck's hand over his.
His intermittent routes, his short receiving, his deep threat ability is all top tier. That's why he's the third best wide receiver in this draft. You ready? You don't have to force. On my board, he's the third. You don't have to force the D line pick. You don't have to keep throwing wood in that fire because it's been burning our asses for Taco Charlton, for Mozzie Smith. Go get the guy that's going to be a day one starter to help CD and Dak Prescott on this offense, and go get that Missouri wide receiver.
I don't like. It's not like I don't like it. We have 2-2. Who's the tiebreaker?
It's our player personnel director.
What is the number one problem on that defense?
Run, stop.
Stopping the run.
And a Michigan guy for the Cowboys is going to solve that.
He is the best run stopper in the entire draft.
Take player personnel for the Cowboys off his name because he don't keep up with trends.
What do you mean? Bro, he is the second best defensive tackle in this draft, even above Walter Nolan, above Derek Carr, whoever the fuck they want to go. He will get drafted top 20. Let them be there. Let the top 20 be their bust, not our bust. We already have plenty of Michigan bust on the line. No more.
Did Mozzie ever have a game
He drafted Kenneth. Oh man, there goes Golden. God bless.
Damn it.
Oh, that hurts.
Texas got Burden. God damn. See, he dropped. Burden dropped all the way to fucking 25. Oh, they got Murray Hampton. Fuck.
Yeah.
I cannot believe y'all want Michigan D linemen on this football team in the first round.
Ultimately do change, boss.
Right. All right. It's going to change for us. It's going to get worse.
We're in the second round now after making our great first round pick by trading back to the defensive tackle and picked up a third round pick. All right. We are in the second round now.
Sanders, holy crap.
They got Shedeur Sanders.
I think we would get Shedeur at this spot if you there, but Cam Scatterboo is staring us right in the fucking eye.
Let's look at
Cam's right there.
Scatterboo is at 52. We're picking at 44. All right, let's see. Let's go best running backs because the Cowboys got to get a running back. I don't care.
Matt Eberflus was at Knight's Pro Day yesterday and was spotted talking to him heavenly, that linebacker. So just giving you a heads up there.
He's a good.
I believe it.
All right,
but we got to get a dynamic. We got to get a dynamic running back.
Let's pick running back and let's pull up linebackers. receivers. Okay. So right now we got Knight at 30, and yeah, he's ranked 33.
Yeah.
Scadaboo's ranked 52. We got Swissenger from LSU, UCLA linebacker. We got Judkins from the punk ass, trick ass, hoe ass, bitch ass Ohio State.
My brother won a Ohio State lineman.
And then we got Caleb Johnson, who I absolutely hate, and Henderson from the punk ass, trick ass, hoe ass Ohio State Buckeyes.
Why do they have Henderson drop so low?
Yeah, so low. So we'll start with 21. 21, anybody that you're really looking, what position are you looking for in the second round? We drafted defensive tackle first. Where are you looking to go 21 in the second round?
I was gonna say running back, but we've signed some free agents, so I don't know if that's just for competition, right?
Those are camp bodies, bro.
Yeah, those are camp bodies, right? So if anything, I'm going Scatterboo on this one. We need that running back, that dynamic running back.
All right. Rue, what are you looking for in the second round since we drafted the defensive tackle in the first round?
Can I see best available just with everybody real quick?
Yes, sir. We got linebacker, we got wide receiver, we got a corner, 2 corners, an edge rusher from Mississippi, interior defensive lineman Turner from A&M.
So there's only one receiver in the top 10 of these.
Yeah.
Damn. I wish I knew more about this kid. From
next receiver is
Xavier
from Miami.
What are his measurables?
Let's pull him up. Let's pull him up. He is 5'10", another short receiver.
Go back.
No, thank you.
Go back. What about the kid from Stanford?
Stanford's wide receiver. Where he is. All right. How big is he? 6'2", 210.
Oh, wow.
Junior. So he's from Canada too.
We know he's smart. He went to Stanford.
Yeah, he's intelligent.
But then he's nice. He's Canadian.
Yeah, and he's very nice. Yes, he's very nice.
His best game came against North Carolina State, Wolfpack. Did okay against Notre Dame. I've never been very high on Notre Dame. Man, I tell you what, I don't think it'd be very sexy, but I don't think you can walk away from the 33rd ranked player in this draft, right? I mean, and not to mention, like the corner tells you, they've been literally talking to him, and you get D tackle and linebacker addressed. You better stop the run with these moves. You damn sure better stop the run with these moves. And I love the fact that Matt Eberflus is going to be running this defense. I can imagine that this is the way they might go. And it really screams at me. They probably are going to go receiver in round 1, but even the fact that we took an interior defensive lineman at that spot, I got to go Knight here and sure up my run defense for damn sure.
All right. Kuiper AZ, my player personnel director.
I do love Knight as a linebacker because he's the one thing that everybody had to say about him from the combine was leadership. Right now, tell me who that is on the Dallas Cowboys defense.
Micah Parsons.
He's a shitty fucking leader.
I wouldn't say that.
He's a good leader, but he's not the humble leader, Sean.
He's not. Let me show you how.
We want our linebacker to be our leader. We
leader.
want Sean Lee. We want Robert Jones. We want that leader.
And you got that leader in Micah.
I guess, but I would rather. You need the middle linebacker to be your leader of the entire defense, to command everything. I love that with Demetrius Knight. And everybody's gonna say Cam Scatterwood right here. You already picked up a power back in free agency. That is Javonte Williams' sole purpose for this offense is to be that power back. Why are you gonna go pick up another one?
All right,
y'all making sense though. You guys are making sense.
Who would you take, Mikey?
If it's glaring where he drops so much that there's interest, the kid's intangibles, what we need, and when a player falls on your lap like Trayvon Diggs, it worked out. So I'm for Demetrius Knight.
Okay. All right. And Cowboy Corner, you are the last one. Who do you like?
Demetrius Knight all day long, 365, 1,462 snaps in 54 games. His coverage skills, he's the best coverage linebacker in this draft, period, hands down, no questions asked. And his run defense is just phenomenal. He's a physical player. He could play Sam, Will, Mike, line him up, sign him up. He's going to play big.
All right. Player personnel director, who are we picking?
Demetrius Knight.
Turn in the card.
Welcome to the Cowboys. All right, man. Our defense is looking a little better.
Well, not with the Michigan D lineman. Sorry to tell you that.
I swear to God.
I don't understand why you gotta act like that.
Let me give you two names: Taco Charlton, Mozzie Smith.
Oh no!
All right.
His name is Michael, not Mikey.
Is your pick, Piper? Is your pick?
You got your edge.
Picking
Now
Shador?
what?
Picking Shador?
Damn, he's still in the third. Yes, you get
we're in the
Shador
second.
here.
We're in the
You
second.
get Shador. Oh, we're in the second. We had two
Fuck
first.
that guy.
No.
That
We
is
only
the
have
last cube. I would rather take McCord over him.
Okay. So who you want for your team?
Give me Collins, a nose tackle. I picked up an edge rusher. I need that nose tackle.
Oh,
all right.
You got a good player.
Okay. So we got two picks.
Oh, that was a Cardinals pick.
Wow, went to
Oh,
Miami. Shador
I was
Sanders.
confused. Well,
Miami.
you got concussion too over there. You need a good replacement. That's a good pickup.
Move a little quicker. Hold on, let me pause this. Move it a little quicker.
Mike comes with his guns drawn, man. That's
And you know he gets like that.
I mean, imagine Sanders and McDaniels.
Damn, Travion Henderson's gone. That's not good.
That's a
That's
perfect
what I
name.
wanted. I was holding hope that he dropped.
Why is this thing going so slow?
Because I want to see shit.
Yeah, we want to see who getting picked, sir.
You know you can go. You know the little bar right there. You can move up and down to see who got who a lot faster.
Yeah, I know, but I want
See
to
that
see it.
bar right there? That bar.
We want the drama, man. We're here for the drama.
This is the Cowboy Up.
It tells me I was missed.
Crazy.
Jalen
So-
Milroe. Damn. Jalen Milroe to the Giants actually makes total sense, but damn, that's so late. That's wild.
Yeah.
Wake me up.
Ooh.
In our
Hey,
pick
Scatterboo's
time.
probably going to end up with the
70.
Packers or a fucking 49er.
Good. Keep him away from the Cowboys. They ain't a good running back either.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's wild.
All right.
Yeah, that's-
we're
that's-
on
Oh,
the clock.
Cam Williams.
1 year wonder, Scatterboo.
Yeah, we're going to stand there with Dylan's. I want to talk to Samson. I want to talk to Samson.
Samson.
All right, let's look at Samson. Right, we got to get a running back.
5'11", 205.
5'11". Let's look at
What's his 40?
I don't know what his 40. It don't say on this one. Yeah, 2 drops. Let's see his best game. His best game was first game of the year. I guess that was against Chattanooga.
Dylan ran a 4.42.
Did he?
4.42 at the combine.
It's not bad.
It's not bad. Yeah.
Had some good games. I'm a
Let's
little
do what other running
disappointing that
back-
he didn't do that great
Yeah,
against
Let's
Oklahoma.
see the other top running backs that are available and wide receivers, too.
And wide receivers. All right. So here are the running backs. They also got Harvey from the UCF.
Harvey's
I like
an
Harvey.
interesting pick.
I like Harvey.
You like
Where's
Harvey?
Damian Martinez at?
Damn,
That's
From
like
the U.
5th rounder.
Yeah, right.
I
That
like-
Michigan tackle you wanted is a 5th rounder.
Say, man, it's over now. Let it go.
He's on the team.
All
Buy
right.
his jersey.
Yeah. So these are the best wide receivers and running backs. They even got Jaden Blue down there, but he's like a fourth rounder.
Yeah.
I like Devin Neal from Kansas, man. He played well at Kansas.
Devin Neal is nice.
Yeah, look, that Kansas jersey look good on that kid.
But we got 2 third-round picks. We got almost back-to-back picks here.
Yeah, we got back-to-back picks here, guys. So 21. Where do you want to go? We got 2 defensive players. We got to address the offense today.
Yeah, we got to address that offense. We definitely need a running back. And man,
all right, let's do this. I'm gonna pull up all the running back stats.
Well, Dylan Johnson dropped. He's 64, and that's 12 spots.
So this is Harvey. He's a small guy.
4.4 at the combine.
And he ran the 4.4 at the combine. Okay, so that's Harvey.
He's a pass catching back. He's an elusive third down. He's a great pass blocker.
All right, and this is DJ. DJ is a bigger 6'1", 220, 212.
He smoked us, bro.
You got his 40 Roo. DJ. That's Kansas. I actually love Neil, but it's like it's too high for him. But I love this kid. Ran hard at Kansas, bro. I love
his size. He got good size too, bro.
He got good size. We got Mr. Blue, but I think we can get in the next round. Blue is 6 foot.
Giddens ran a 4.43.
4.43. So all of them got good
this
speed.
one was Harvey.
Yeah.
Who has the less tread?
Oh, Kuiper. Who has the less tread?
And I know that touchy subject.
Yeah, honestly, fuck. I don't know.
I didn't really watch much Tennessee, but let's see.
You know, the fact that he didn't do that great against Oklahoma, that concerns me a little bit because Oklahoma didn't do anything against anybody. He kind of got pushed around against Bama.
Yes,
he definitely got pushed around against Ohio State. He did well against Georgia, I guess. I mean, it's not terrible against Georgia, 69.9.
Yeah.
But Georgia wasn't the same this year.
Yeah, he didn't do nothing against Alabama. He got almost 70 yards at Alabama against Alabama.
I mean, that's tough. That's tough. I
right.
don't know how much I really like Dylan.
Let's look at.
So let's do this. Is best.
What's overall? Yeah.
Overall, best player is a defensive line, and then you got
Dylan.
It's Dylan again, and then they got the tight end Taylor from LSU.
I like him.
You like him?
I like him. He reminds me a lot of Zach Ertz. He plays the tight end position with a good feel for zones for coverage. His route running is really clean.
So he's like a Shannon Sharp smaller guy.
Yeah, he's 6'5", 255.
He's big. He's big.
He's a big boy.
Taylor,
well,
Taylor sounds like a good name. I don't remember.
All of them in the league now are 6'5", 255, 6'6". You know, they're all about that same height. Prototypical tight end. All right. So these are the overall. Now I'm leaving this pick. I'm leaving this pick. The final say so is going to be 21's pick. So
he's the running back guy.
This is the overall. I'm gonna put wide receivers here. I'm gonna put running back here, and I am going to put tight ends here. Okay. So this is the top, all the top players at our position where we are. Because we got another pick at 78. That pick will be Mikey's. Okay. So
yes, sir.
21. Pick me a player, 21. Who do you want?
I'm going RJ Harvey on this one.
RJ Harvey. Welcome to the team, RJ. Now we're back on the clock. And Mikey. Here we go, Mikey.
Give me best available and then
we got let me show you our picks. We got Grant, we got Knight, we got Harvey, Got a running back in the third round. This is our second third round pick, Mikey. And we'll do best available right now is defensive tackle Lott, tight end Taylor from LSU, rush in Jordan from Oregon, Chris Paul Jr. from Mississippi, linebacker, another tight end Ferguson. We already got one Ferguson.
Yes, sir.
We got this safety here from Iowa. Interior defensive line Phillips, Jordan Phillips, he's a big boy. And Roberts from SMU. I love the safety from Penn State. Winston, God, that boy, man, he could bring the noise. I like him. So, Mikey, who are you interested in, brother? Well, first, before you pick, player personnel director Kuiper.
Yeah.
Who you looking at right now, brother?
Show me the wide receivers again.
Yeah, I definitely can. Wide receivers right now.
Oh, dude, Savion Williams. Savion Williams for the Dallas Cowboys would be really amazing for CeeDee Lamb.
6'5", 225. We picked him before.
I think we should trade back and try to take a dig at Savion Williams.
Okay. Trade back. Anybody else? Any other considerations?
When's our next pick? After this, we have 3 picks in the third.
No, this is our remaining pick is 78, so we can trade back to pick up some picks. Because remember, we don't have a 4th round pick because of Mingo. Remember?
Yeah.
All right.
Real quick, before we trade back, I feel like we got to take a look at Jalen Royals here.
Okay.
Jalen Royals is a great possession receiver. He's a perfect complement to CeeDee Lamb, and he's explosive. This dude is averaging 15.2 yards per catch. He has explosive playability. He's not as big as Savion Williams. But
I need if we're gonna get a wide receiver,
he can line up anywhere. He can line up anywhere. He's lined up inside. He's lined up outside. He's been all over the place, and the biggest thing is he's got amazing hands, and he's got big play pop. He's got big play pop and amazing hands, and I don't mind getting some speed here to complement with CeeDee Lamb and Kevontae Turpin, and I like Jalen Royals. I think Jalen Royals coming out of Utah State with the Aggies. I think that he's a great pickup for this team in terms of what he brings in his intangibles. I mean, look at his, obviously you're going to talk to me about level of competition, but look at his game against the big contenders. He torched up Boise State. Like Boise State was in the mix. It's not like Boise State was a scrub team. And not only that, I think he complements the offense well, and he gives us an explosiveness. When you compare him, like he's got 15.2 yards a catch compared to Savion Williams, he's getting 10.2. It's a 5-yard difference. That's huge. It's a big difference when you're looking at that.
Give me best available because I'm thinking about getting another DT.
Okay, let's go back. All right.
Random, okay.
Because Savion. Let's go. So the DT fell, right? So he fell.
He's a 3 tech. He's not a nose tackle type of guy, if I'm not mistaken.
And we already got one.
You already got Kenneth. If you were gonna go with a D tackle this late, it would have been.
No, we already got one with the first overall pick.
Yeah, he's a 3 tech. You were right, Kuiper. He's a 3.
And look how little he played. He didn't play that much.
But the rotation that we would have, that was the staple of our.
You got to remember, we still got Solomon too. You got Solomon, you got Osa, you got your first round pick. Yeah, no, it doesn't make sense to me.
So, Mikey, are you interested in trading back?
Yeah, let's see what we got for the trade. Because Savion Williams, I saw his ass in person.
All right.
Next to Tetaroa.
Denver is 85. That's who wants to trade with us.
7
The Chargers at 86 wants to trade. The Packers at 87 want to trade.
9 picks.
Saints at 93 would like to trade.
Let's
And
take the Denver Broncos and let's take one of their 5th round picks.
all right, so we're gonna switch picks, and we want their 191.
Is it 191 or is it 122? No, that's 4th, isn't it? What round are we in? Yeah, it's 4th.
Let's see if we can get the earlier pick. Let's see if we can get the
they want it.
That's
And, you got to remember, there's 3 teams battling for the pick.
Hey, they accepted the trade. They accepted. All right, so we picked up that.
You guys make the call
for the next pick. We made a
Let's
pick.
see who goes. Who did they take with that pick?
Hold on. Let me pause it. They took
They took the D tackle.
D tackle, yeah, which we wasn't gonna take anyway. So, all right.
And Mason Taylor goes to.
He goes to
the Titans.
Hey.
Not the Titans, the Texans.
The Texans are gonna be bad. They got fucking they got the kid from Missouri. What was his name? Ah, shit. The short wide receiver we didn't want in the 1st round.
Luther Butler.
All right, we're on the clock, brothers.
Or Luther Burden.
Yeah.
Luther Burden.
That my damn safety went. God damn it. I liked him.
Let's see wide receiver.
All right, let's go wide receiver.
Go down. It should be right. Oh damn.
Shit.
We got either or, guys.
Yeah, we got.
Still got both of them.
We got both of them right there. Either the 6 foot receiver or the 6'5" receiver.
And they're on point. We're at 85, 87 or 90. That won't hurt too much as a reach.
All right, Kuiper, I want your expertise on this one, brother.
I do think Jalen Royals. I see Jalen Royals as just another CeeDee Lamb, honestly, because the way he runs his routes, the way he plays with the great hands, he's decent explosiveness. But I just think that something CeeDee Lamb has been missing is that deep threat guy, the guy who's gonna take the top off of the defense. Savion Williams is gonna do that simply because of his height and because he has great ball skills in the air.
What is his 40 time?
Jalen Royals runs a 4.42.
And what about Savion?
I'm looking it up now.
Because that could be the straw.
And 21, you got
4.48.
4.48 and a 4.2. But
4.42.
4.42 and
6 100ths of a second.
I think 5 inches matters in this case.
That's what she said.
In this case, I'm Savion Williams.
I like that, Mikey.
You know,
I like that, Mikey.
You know what? The only reason I don't, you tell me he's another CeeDee Lamb. You're telling me I can have 2? I'll take 2.
You don't need to. You need different. You need different pieces.
But here's the problem, Kuiper. You forget who my quarterback is. My quarterback is Dak Prescott. And yes,
he
can throw a deep ball pretty damn well. But you know what he's really good at? Rolling out and hitting somebody in the flat. And if I got 2 guys that can bring that to me with sure hands, I'll take that all day long. I'll take that every day.
And I'm sorry. When our offense was as big as it was, Dak led the league in air yards. And that was to Michael Gallup and to Amari Cooper. I think having a true X receiver helps out CeeDee Lamb more.
Okay. I'm going to give the tiebreaker to 21. 21, you are the tiebreaker. Which one of these?
I know what you're saying with Royals. Like, I'm looking at him on my phone. Like,
Royals is a dog, man.
Yeah.
That dude is a dog.
All right, 21.
Whew. Yeah, I just you left it up to me, big fella. I like.
It's as good as a coin toss, bro.
Yes.
I'm gonna go Savion Williams.
Going Williams. All right.
And is he a local kid too? I know he's from
always
TCU,
the tall.
but is he from Texas?
It's always the tall motherfuckers get all the play, man. I swear.
That's why you got a truck, motherfucker.
I
That's why you got a Silverado.
I thought we'd be on the same team, being short, Mondo. Like, what's up, bro? Where's the loyalty to the short folks, man?
All right. That's funny.
That was awesome.
Let's get our draft grade. We only went 3 rounds. We'll get more the closer we got. Get there. So let's see.
Ooh, Arizona A plus.
Arizona
B
got
plus. Oh, you don't have a third rounder, do you?
Third
No,
round.
we gave it to you guys.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and
that was beautiful. What do we get?
Hey, we got a B plus on everything. Everybody got
B.
Everybody got B.
B.
You got B.
That's a Cowboys draft if I've ever seen it, bro. That's a Cowboys draft if I've ever seen one.
With the Michigan in the first round.
hey, but guys, I hate when people bring up 2 past players for the Cowboys, right? Taco Charlton, when he was at Michigan, everybody was wanting Taco Charlton. Okay. When he got to the league, he just decided he didn't want to play football no more. I mean, that's just all it was. And then they put the bad stigma, and then they come back, and then Mozzie loses all that weight, and he's playing out of position, but he's not producing. So we had 2 first-round picks from Michigan, and that's all you're going to think. So ask all the people who drafted first-round quarterbacks how many times they taken quarterbacks. Okay, so eventually, you just can't say we not gonna take a Michigan player just because of 2 other players. All right, you just can't say that. Now I know it's just a joke, is the running joke right now, but Kenneth Grant is the truth. He is the truth.
I believe it.
If Mozzie was at Michigan at the same time, Mozzie would be on the bench. Okay,
these grades are crazy though. Yeah. I gotta say though, these grades are crazy.
Yeah, they're crazy.
Demetrius Knight was ranked 32nd. We got him at 44.
Yeah,
that should have been an A graded pick.
Yeah. So
and another thing with the Taco Charlton, what kills Taco is T.J. Watt.
Yeah.
That just kills the narrative even more. So
yeah.
I understand it, but just because of that, I'm not going to kill the next guy.
But hold up, TJ went first.
Obviously, right? Little Thanos.
TJ went first, though, didn't he?
No, he went after.
No.
Right?
You're telling me we passed up on TJ Watt for?
Yeah, we passed up on TJ Watt by like two picks.
That makes me throw up in my mouth a little bit.
I'm sorry, bro. Yeah, bro.
That's messed up, bro. Like I don't even remember that.
I'll tell you what, though. I'll tell you what I did like. I like the taco celebration, though.
I did not. I thought it was a famous celebration.
I like the taco celebration.
You only seen it like twice. You only seen it 2 times, so you know.
It took forever, bro.
It took forever. Yeah, man.
Yeah, because real Mexican get those tacos out.
Yeah, he'd be
for real. Bro, I really thought, man, Taco's senior year, man, in Michigan was amazing, bro. He got to the passer with ease whenever he wanted to. And when he got to the league, it just literally just like he didn't want to play football anymore. Because when he left and he went to a couple of other places, and dude, he wasn't even on the active roster. Okay, and that's what telling me, if you're a number 1 overall pick and you can't even get on the active roster on the NFL, you don't want to play football. You don't want to. So, but hey, man, I love the show, man. I'm glad to see my 2 smiling faces. Hey, one of them, man, he's so native. If he stand outside and start dancing, it may start raining. Hey, man, I love my man. 21, and then the light-skinned brother from Arizona. Man, he's back. The light-skinned brother, he's back. So, man, let's do this, man. I'll start with my final thoughts. We'll leave the two best for last, man. Look, man, I'm Cowboys is getting closer, man. Hey, we just appreciate you as Cowboy fans for making moves. Make some moves, man. Let us know that you're interested in something, okay? And you're interested in improving your team. But what it's looking like to me, they're adding more players than talent, meaning they're adding bodies, more bodies, more bodies, more bodies. If you look at all the free agents at the Cowboys, we got a lot of bodies. We signed a lot of damn people. Okay.
I
And
love it.
I think what they're doing is, hey, we'll sign these former first round picks. Hopefully they can come out of their shells and give us something for a year. So if that's what you're banking on, that's a 50-50 proposition. But we will see. But I am just happy you're doing something. Kuiper AZ, you can go next. Your final
Thank
thoughts.
you, Monty Osford, for finally fucking getting some D line help. I knew it was gonna be this year. I kept saying in the back of my mind, don't judge the D line. We didn't do nothing. We were waiting this year. Thank you for finally getting somebody, especially Dalvin Tomlinson, the big boy nose tackle, and then the
I
Super
like that
Bowl
kid.
winner, Josh Sweat. Thank you.
When Tomlinson put Zach Martin, uh, spinned him around when he was with the Browns that first game, it really threw me the hell off, and we knew it was time for him to retire.
Mikey, it ain't your turn. You don't get your final. Talk out you want to on your final thoughts. Anyway, Rue, give me your final thoughts, Rue.
Sign Micah fucking Parsons already. Like, you've already done a lot. Like, I'm not going to poo-poo on this organization right now because at the end of the day, they've done what I've asked. They're making moves. They're making some statements. We got Oso Diggy back, but the price just keeps going up. Like, first it was Myles Garrett, then it was Jamar Chase. Now, now it's like, bro, it's turn. It's his turn. It's time. Let's just get it done. I was really hoping that we were going to get breaking news after what Corner told us on the show earlier, that we're looking at 200 million for 5 years, 41 million a year. It is what it is, right? Like, he's going to get paid what he's going to get paid because Micah's a generational talent. So let's just get that deal done and move on. And honestly, man, I just can't wait for this draft. I can't wait to see what actually happens, where these pieces fall, and what's it going to look like a month from now.
All right. 21. Your final thoughts, 21.
Once again, it's great to be back on the Cowboy Up podcast, and as my bro says all the time, tell your friends about us, right? So, hey, big shout out to my boy Mikey, man. But I'm excited for this draft. I'm not the big draft guru as my bros here are, but I'm excited to see the pieces of this puzzle come together, and this get the season underway, man. I feel like once the draft hits, it just starts rolling and we start getting more and more news. And obviously, we're all waiting for that Micah news, hoping it goes down, by today or maybe tomorrow. But I'm excited, man. That optimism is kicking in, and I'm starting to taste that Kool-Aid once again, as Mikey said. But but that's just me being the Cowboy fan, man. That Kool-Aid is gonna taste good, and I'm excited for it, man. So let's see what this draft brings, and let's see where these pieces of the puzzle fall.
All right. Mikey, you got your final words.
It was good to be back. For real, man. I miss this and I miss y'all. This is therapeutic. It's therapeutic for everybody. On the note of drinking the Kool-Aid, but they're putting a little bit of sugar in it. They're putting flavor in it, this Mondo. Last year it was watered down. It wasn't even Kool-Aid. It was Flavor Aid. And they told us it was Kool-Aid. They pissed in it a little bit.
Kool-Aid, no sugar.
It was all in. It was sugar. It was no sugar. It was Splendor. We know
Splendor.
that hurt your teeth. We wanted tropical flavor. We wanted red. So we're getting some of that.
Peanut butter, no jelly.
Yeah, we're getting some of that. Last year, compared to last year, where we lost pieces and we just didn't feel it in, that we're seeing them. You see the meme where the guys with the stick do something. They're actually doing something, opposed to what the national pundits say, the things that we're not doing for these other teams, overpaying on guys. We're actually making moves, getting first round graded guys when they were in their draft evaluation, Eberflus guys. So we'll see what happens with that. And Dallas is notorious for that. We got the good ingredients. Our quarterback, which is the choice prime rib, our wide receiver, which is the delicate filet mignon, you know what I mean? And the other big part of the ingredients in our shopping list is getting taken care of, and we have great value sprinkled all over it. And then the greater value, which is the draft, you know. I'm excited. All you content creators need to shut the fuck up about Tetaroa McMillan. It's like the worst kept secret ever. You need to shut the fuck up. But aside from everything, I'm excited. And before you know it, like I always say, the greatest thing about the season coming back is that we lost a whole another year. Our blood pressure is higher. There's a little more wrinklers. We're a little more saggy, and we're a little more older. Another time of our life is gone, but football season is upon us. I can't wait. I'm excited. And like I always say, if you love us, like, subscribe, and tell your friends about us.
All right. Man, it was a fun show, man. I'm so excited that the homies was back. Appreciate y'all, man. I hope we can do it again next week. I really hope we can do it again next week. I'm saying this for Mikey. I really hope.
Yeah, I'm waiting on this new job call. So what happens with the union? You know what I mean? It's been up in the air. So I'll let you know. I'm playing it by ear, Bubba.
All right, man. Hey, man. Like we always say here at the Cowboy Up Podcast, Dallas Cowboys for life.
Mustard!
Puro pinches Cowboys.
Peace.
Mate.
Yeah, let me give a big shout out to St. Louis Joe, bro, in the building. Always WWE Ivan Sosa in the building.
You see him? You see him?
The loyalist. You got Cowboy Beat in the building.
The great Cowboy Beat.
Big shout out, man. Big shout out to y'all. Appreciate y'all joining. We only growing, guys. We only growing. It's gonna get bigger. I'm excited.
Hey, did you see he got retrofit right in the introduction?
I did it.
Hey, man.
Dancing.
Hold on, player. Sometimes I screw up, player. You know, hey, man.
Players fuck up.
Hey, yeah, players fuck up. Yeah. In the first day of pads. Say, man, you know, we all played, man. It's just something about that first day. Ain't nothing like it. It is nothing like it, man. Because now to me,
tomorrow tells the truth. Today was the but tomorrow tells the truth.
I'll tell you about I'm sick of this shit, man. I'm sick of this shit, man. You know, I know we all co-hosts, but you know, I like to have a little quick monologue before we get into a subject. You know, your ass always got to, spread shit and eating wings and
motherfucker sprinting.
Calm down.
I haven't sprinted in 5 years.
Calm down, Mikey. Calm down, Mikey.
What you sprinting right now?
Yeah, we got a long show. We can go as long as you want to, man. So 21, what you got for Brock today, man?
Pleasure to meet you, Brock. I appreciate the love on TikTok, man. Shout out to Brock, man. Welcome to the show. Hey, I got the hard hitting questions, so I got the controversial.
Yeah. You'd have come out with that Whataburger in and out one, right?
We kind of light, but big fella, I gotta hit him with Walter Cronkite up here.
Okay.
Drake or Kendrick?
See, okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I have never really grew up liking Kendrick like that, right? I've always been a big Drake fan, so I'm gonna say Drake, but not like us. Like I was telling Terrence the other day, because Terrence is a huge Kendrick fan. I was like, not like us has me feel like a certain way, because I'm like sitting there like vibing in that song, but it's like this is Drake, and I'm a Drake fan over Kendrick any day. So That's not the only Kendrick song I like. Yeah.
And remember, like, subscribe. You know, don't forget to like. Don't forget to like. You know, if you love us, tell your friends about us. Like.